Good day, everyone. Welcome back to our series on the fundamentals of subsea drilling operations. We'll be discussing bottom supported rigs, and specifically, we will be discussing the submersible rigs. The outline of our conversation will be with talking about the posted type barge, which you can also call the swan barge. We'll be looking at the bottle type barge, and we'll be looking at the Arctic barge. Looking at the posted type barge, which you can also call the swan barge or the swamp rig. They also call the swan barge. They operate in depth of about 35 feet. They are generally a rectangular steel box at the bottom, and they are flat bottomed. They are stabilized by two pontoons on the sides of the barge, and prior to transit, they must be deballasted to about 2 to 3 meters so that they can be towed to the location where they are going to operate. And once they get to the location, they have to be ballasted to be able to sit on bottom to operate. However, it must be noted that that area must be dredged properly so that the barge can move into that location without issues. In our former series, we discussed that all the rigs that sit on bottom have their trees on surface. So it's clearly stated here in our presentation that the wellhead will be above the waterline. Part of the limitations, which you can see here that I have in red, is the limited deck load. That is saying that it's not able to carry a lot. So that's actually one of the demerits of this rig. And so when we are drilling wells with this rig, we need to mobilize other barges. We'll have a cement barge to be able to have the cement unit to pump cement. We'll have a mud chemical barge to be able to bring in the mud chemicals. So we'll have different barges bringing in different items because this rig is not able to carry a lot during operations. The next submersible rig we'll be speaking about is the bottle type barge. Now, one of the merits of this rig is that it's able to operate in places that the swamp rig cannot operate. It operates in depths of up to 50 meters. This rig to drill in zones where the posted barge cannot handle. We have the pontoons, the hull, and the difference between this rig and the posted barge is that this has bottles that have better height and is able to suspend the rig in water depths of up to 50 meters. Finally, we have the Arctic type submersibles. This rig, as the name implies, they are rigs used in Arctic regions. So what is done is that this rig is floated to location during summer, ballasted on bottom. Then during winter, ice forms around the rig and keeps it in place. It should be noted that we have heavy steel where it's designed usually with heavy steel or concrete walls around the rig below the waterline. This is to prevent um, that area of the rig from being destroyed, so that when it sits on bottom, the heavy steel or concrete walls protect that area, so that when the ice freezes, it doesn't destroy the bottom or the hull of the rig. This is what the sample technical specification sheet of a rig looks like. This particular technical sheet is for a swamp rig. Here, clearly, we can see that this rig has a 10K blowout preventer. It operates in depth of about 25,000 feet. The dimensions, length about 664 meters, breadth about 21 meters. The maximum water operating depth is about 25 feet, and the maximum drill depth is about 25,000 feet. Accommodation, it can accommodate about 98 people. So this will be the end of our presentation. And guys, for listening to this end, please follow us on all our social media platforms. We ask you to subscribe, share, like, and comment. See you in the next video. Bye for now.